Welcome to Papa Zone. And in my last video, we have learned what is load balancer and how it helps you to gives you good performance and reliability in your infrastructure. Let's set up in this video how we can establish load balancing in our infrastructure. So here I'm going to use Haproxy. And Haproxy, it's a free and very fast and reliable solution that offers high availability load balancing and proxying for TCP and HTTP based applications. It distributes a workload across a set of servers to maximize performance and optimize resources uses. As we understood in the diagram in my last video, I have drawn images with or without load balancing in our infrastructure. So this will, Haproxy is the same technique. All clients connect to the Haproxy and then they are forwarded to the one available round robin way as per other defined algorithms. In load balancing, you can find multiple load balancing algorithm which will help you to keep your requirement, which will help you to keep your site highly available on behalf of your requirement. Finally, does a failure detection using heartbeats and does the specified action. Means if you have a you can see at here in the image, there is a Haproxy at here, and in the Haproxy the request comes to Haproxy and it will forward it to the two other background servers, backend server, which is called app server. If one server goes down, it will detect automatically that this server has gone down and all traffic will be by default forward to this available server. Whenever the server will come back, Haproxy will continuously check the health of this server, and once this will comes back, it will count the load which is on this server, and the same load will be forwarded to this server. Once both load has been same, both servers are handling the same traffic, then it will start round robin process, which will say one request to the server and the another request to the server, and the third request to the server and the fourth request to the servers. So this way it will gives you the high performance and the good reliability of your website. Let's try to understand Haproxy terminology before configuring or setting up Haproxy. Haproxy has some terminology which you need to understand: access control list and the front end and the back end. Let's try to understand through the image. Friend, so let me draw an image. Okay, we are good to go now. So here you can see that users are requesting for the www.training.com, and this request by internet, it will go to the Haproxy server, and Haproxy is communicating with the backend server which is hosting www.training.com. So once the request will come to the Haproxy, it will use the round robin algorithm and it will transfer the traffic one to one. So one request will go to this server and the one other request will go to this server. So let me give the name of this server so we can understand. So this is called web 1 and I'm calling this is web 2. So yeah, so the request will come to Haproxy, and it will go to, first request will go to the, it will decide, Haproxy will decide the which server will handle the first request. And the once, let's suppose web 1 has requested for the first request for the first traffic, the second request will go to the web 2 server. If web 1 server goes down, then the second server will handle all traffic. If and Haproxy will continuously monitor the web 1 server. Once the web 1 server will comes back in the service, Haproxy will start forwarding the traffic to web 1 and web 2 as well. So you can understand out here that Haproxy is working as a front end server. So let me give it this link as a front end. And this is called backend server. Why? Because Haproxy is standing in front of internet and user are seeing Haproxy server. They don't know about the backend server web 1 or web 2. So Haproxy is knowing backend server web 1, web 2. That's why we are calling it as a backend server, and Haproxy is playing as a front end server. Now we will understand the configuration in the next video. If you have a time, please join me in the next video. Thank you very much.